science, technology, engineering, math, right? At any level, whether we're talking college or whatever, I think studies sometimes show that there's more men go into these fields than women, right? And I know the way that we used to evaluate some of these things within the high school level, you could see the difference in cut scores. It would track those between men and women, it tracked them between minority groups and majority groups. I'm sure you're cognizant of this. Can you just speak to that a little bit? How are we doing at Lincoln Way, and what are some of the things that we're trying to do to make sure that women have the same opportunities and they're being pushed into these four areas the same?
Yeah, it's one of the key points when we went out and talked to the community about this last year is that there are companies begging for women with STEM backgrounds to come in and work for their companies. So we do have actually a predominance of our science teachers are female, and they really are particularly good role models for the kids that are out there. Where I see a deficit is in some of our engineering physics in some of our schools. That tends to be 25 boys and 5 or 6 girls in there, and that's our top level. So we want to continue to push the girls toward that right there. The bridge building contest has a lot of young ladies who seem to dominate lately, who are doing just a really fine job. So we're heading down that direction. I think what we've started with STEM, with the online gizmos, it seems to be a great equalizer for kids. But you're right, it's a motivation issue.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the gap, it doesn't start when these kids are young, right? I mean, it tends to hit when they're about teenage years, and I don't know why. But as long as it starts.
And and again, that was one of the reasons last year we organized a K through 12 science, not a curriculum, but a science plan that all of our feeder schools have joined together to really push kids to find the fun in science, to move in early, and then to stay hooked in. And I think that's going to pay dividends for us for a lot of years.
Okay.